Hello guys, welcome to Crazy Tech. In this video, uh, uh, we'll be learning something about matrix. It's merging. Actually, I have already made a video about matrix and its operation in video number 6, and this video is continuation of that video. And because I have left some important syntax there, which is about matrix merging. Okay, so this is going to be end of our video series, which is MATLAB video series for beginners. And in the end of video I'll be providing with you a PDF which include all the functions of MATLAB in alphabetical manner. Okay, so let's get started. In video number 6, let's clear it. So you'll see in video number 6 I have told you about matrix initialization. So here is a matrix X, another matrix Y, another matrix Z. Okay, so you can see here I can put a comma or I can put a space, does not really matter, it does the same thing. Okay, so I have told you there guys, if I put a column here, sorry, comma here, let's comment this, run it. So you can see here it's a 1 cross 5 matrix. Okay, it's a row matrix. Okay, so if I eliminate this comma, only provide a space between the element, it does the same thing. It's a row matrix. Okay, if I put a colon here, sorry, semicolon here. Okay, if I put a semicolon here, it arranges this element in row wise. Okay, it is the row separator operator. Okay, it separates the row, means run it. You can see here this is the X and you have your column matrix. Okay, so now you are clear what semicolon and what colon, sorry, semicolon and space does in matrix initialization. So it is only a row matrix. Similarly, Y is another row matrix, Z is another row matrix. Okay, I want to merge this matrix in a single matrix. So matrix merging equals to, okay, now if I just simply write this X, Y, Z, what did I just tell you? That comma does the same thing as a space here. Okay, if I put a space here or a comma between matrix, what it does, it arranges this matrix in column wise fashion. Okay, now matrix merging, you can see here it arranges all the matrix in a single row. Okay, if I want to arrange this matrix in a row wise fashion, so I have to put a semicolon here. Run it, you can see, and here you go. Okay, so you can see that it is the first matrix, it is the second matrix, and it is a X variable, this row is Y, this row is Z. Okay, if my Y variable is of having length of 6, okay, so it's clearly shows that the matrix merging will show an error. Okay, let's add another element. Okay, so you will end up with an error, dimension of array being concatenated and not consistent. Okay, so you have to just you are just have to be cautious about the matrix dimensions always if you want to merge different matrix. Okay, now let's say invert this matrix. Comment this. Okay, now you can see here x, y, z. Here these are now column matrix. Okay, so how would I merge this column matrix? Okay, so I can do like this. Okay, so what it does here, you can see that uh, first all the x element will be stored in a single column, then followed by y, then followed by z. Okay, run this. As I told you, this semicolon is a row operator. It arranges this matrix in row wise. Okay, so you can see here 2 up to 7, this is the matrix X. Then I have provided with a semicolon, then it will start again arranging elements in row wise. Okay, now 6 to 11 is my matrix Y. Then after I have provided with the semicolon, then again it arranges the Z matrix in row wise. Okay, so if I put here comma instead of semicolon, or I just simply remove this comma and put a space here, what it does, it arranges the matrix in column wise. Okay, run it. Here you can say it arranges the matrix X matrix comma Y matrix comma Z matrix in column wise. Okay, now you have to be cautious about the length. If Z is having length of 6, then it will end up with an error message. Okay, now you are clear that if I put a comma or a space between matrix, it will arrange the matrix. So sorry, if I put a comma or space between two matrix, it will arrange the matrix in column wise. Okay, if I put a semicolon between two matrix, it will arrange the matrix in row wise. Okay, so in every case you have to cautious about its length, otherwise you will end up an error. Okay, that's all about the matrix and operation, because this matrix merging is important, very important. You will be needing in your programming very frequently. Okay, in previous class I have told you that I will provide you a PDF file which contains all the functions present in your MATLAB. Okay, this may not be an updated version of PDF. There may be some other functions have already been added to it, but the functions which have been added here in this PDF, it's very useful and it's sufficient for you that as a beginner, and it's more than sufficient. Okay, there's a various lots of functions here, and for each functions there is some basic information. For more information you may write it here, doc and function name, and you will have your function description, and this PDF is very useful, you guys, believe me. And okay, I will provide this link in my description box, and you should download it right now and enjoy programming in MATLAB. That's conclude our MATLAB series for beginners, and in my next video I will be dealing with MATLAB series for signal processing and image processing parallelly. So stick with me guys if you want to learn more. That's all for this video. Hope you have enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit like button. If you have any comment, then feel free to write in comment box. Bye bye, take care.